everybody, and welcome to Inspiring Change, the interview series where I get a chance to talk to the members of the wellness universe, the people who are not just talking about changing the world, but actually out there doing it. Our guest today is Michelle Amor. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Shari. How are you?
I'm so good, and I'm so excited to talk to you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Tell everybody what your Facebook page is and what your mission behind it is.
My Facebook page is Journey to Awareness, and it's really about helping people become more aware of who they are, what they can do, and how they can be helped, in a nutshell.
So how did you go ahead and get that page started?
Look, I had the name Journey to Awareness as a business name for quite some time, just working out what it is that I did that would constitute the business. And then when I started studying to be a homeopath, it just all came together. So the page became the beginning of my homeopathy page. But I do more than that, so it encompasses a bit of everything.
So to people who have never been to your page, what do you actually do there? What do you provide or services for people?
I try to provide motivational pieces with a bit of information on how I think they can help and grow, and information about homeopathy where possible, encompassing the fact that we are complete, and healing comes from the mind and the body and the soul. It's all a combined effort, so it really relates to the combination of the three.
Fabulous. So you're obviously in the wellness universe. When you think of the word wellness, what does that actually mean to you?
Wellness means that you are happy with who you are from the inside. So you know who you are and you're happy with that. And that balance will give you balance everywhere in life. But most people's lives are out of balance in one way or another, and it shows in all areas. But if you can help them to learn what's the best thing for them to grow and move forward, and get them to get that connection with themselves and learn that self-love, then everything comes from there.
Right. I have found with, mind, body, and soul that I personally believe that when the soul feels good, then everything else kind of just aligns with that and balances itself out, which I have found really interesting.
It is, and most of the disruption comes from the fact that your beliefs don't go with your soul, and there's a conflict in about how you think and feel and what you're actually doing. Because when they're aligned, that's when the soul's happy. So it's a matter of being true to yourself, and if you can align them all up, then the rest just flows. But it's that imbalance that we feel inside when in our heart what we're doing doesn't agree with who we are, and it's about learning the tricks to get that together for each person, because it's different for every person.
Yeah, I love that you just said that, because nobody's path is exactly the same. Nobody's way of feeling and dealing with things is the same.
No, and everyone's journey here on life is different. We all have a different purpose. So one size isn't going to fit all. That's right. One reason why I really liked the homeopathy, because it's such an individual treatment. And it takes you into consideration. It takes your background into consideration and your thoughts and feelings. And the whole journey with homeopathy stems from that, the individualisation of who you are, what you are, and where you're going.
I love that. So for someone who doesn't know anything about homeopathy, I don't even say it correctly, homeopathy, what would you say that it is?
Homeopathy is a natural form of medicine that will never harm you. It can never harm you, but it will help. The theory behind it is it's treating like with like. So the symptoms that our body gets is a way of letting us know that there's something in balance, out of balance in our life. And homeopathy will go about bringing it out so that you can get rid of it. Not suppressing it so that it causes more damage, but bringing it out, letting it go, and helping you move forward. So it's great, even if you are sick with physical symptoms, obviously that's ideal. But also if you're at a crossroad in your life, it will help you bring things up so that you can get rid of it and make a better choice based coming from that heart-soul connection, rather than a fear-based that you're doing things because you don't really know why you're doing them. Awesome.
What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing to do and to take part of and to offer someone, and it must be so fulfilling to you.
Look, the biggest gift that I get out of it is people allow me into their lives, and I get to hear their stories on where they are, what they're doing. And it's really an honour to hear someone else's story of where they've got to today. It's you can get a greater understanding of where, like, from what's going on with them when they tell you their story. You can actually see how they got there. So that's part of the thrill in trying to get them back out and help them along their way. But it's still empowering them and giving them the tools to get themselves out, because as we all know in life, you have to get yourself out of wherever you've got yourself. And well-meaning people can try and drag you and pull you, but the idea is to give you the tools so that you can then walk yourself back out. And the person that's giving you those tools will walk beside you, but they can't do it for you. And this is why it's so fantastic.
And it's such an important lesson to learn and to hear, is that all someone can do is offer it to you. And if it's yourself, you've got to go out and do the work, and you've got to reach out. I always say it's like throwing a lifesaver, and if you're not grabbing out for it, there's nothing you could do. That's it.
I had a really wise mentor say to me, helping people, you can't get down in the mud with them, because then you're both muddy. And what are you going to do? Sort of, if you can stand there and shine the light and help them to get to the edge, then it's
Absolutely.
just a matter of, helping them up. But they still have to want to do this, and they still have to do the work.
Right.
It's
Absolutely.
A going thing, Even for me, I still regularly go to my homeopath, and I still regularly move and grow, because if I don't, then I'm no good to anyone else that I want to heal.
Right.
So it's like it's not like there's an end of the road. It's a journey. The journey is what's along the road, not where you get to.
I love that. I always love the journey metaphor, and just watching and seeing and just experiencing and knowing that everything is a learning experience and there is no end, like you just said.
No, there isn't, and there's no right or wrong. Every journey is right for the person that's doing it.
Right.
And I'm learning my journey as I go along the way. So my role is to help someone discover their own journey, not pass on what I think their journey should be, but help them to uncover theirs as they go. And that's the buzz of it. That's every healer gets a high out of what they do, and that's what you get when you see them, when you see the little lights go on in their eyes, and they connect all the dots and they get it. It's like, it's I can imagine, I've never done drugs, but I can imagine that high.
Right.
Wow, this is so exciting.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what really happens with it. So
Love that.
Is amazing, and it's an honour, because you become part of their life for whatever time they're doing it.
I love that, because the passion's just coming from you. Michelle, I want everybody else to feel your passion. Can you tell everybody where they can come find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Journey to Awareness, and I have a web blog page at www.journeytoawareness.net.
Something along those lines. We'll get it. Thank you so much for being part of the Wellness Universe, and thank you for offering your soul to other people to help their souls heal.
Thank you very much. It was an honor.
Same.